If you were here last week, you would have heard me say that I would be doing a weekly update on what's happening with the R. Kelly case. So there was no trial between last Friday and yesterday because they were off for the Labor Day holiday and the Jewish holiday that was a couple of days ago. So their first day back was today, but there hasn't been anything posted yet about what's happening with the trial. But just to give you a little bit more update on what's been put out there so far, and this is in addition to what we discussed last week. So additional people had been interviewed or were testifying against him. So one of them, Geronda Johnson Pace, testified that she had to be granted permission by the singer to use the bathroom and that Kelly recorded their sex sessions, later showing the recordings to her to point out where she could use improvement. She said she ended up contracting herpes while she was with Kelly in 2009. The other person that testified was his primary care doctor, Chris McGrath, who testified under subpoena that he was a Star's doctor for 25 years until 2019, and he said he diagnosed Kelly with genital herpes and told him to tell his sexual partners, which he didn't. Pace also said that during her last day at Kelly's home, the R&B star spit on her, slapped her, and choked her until she passed out after he flew into a rage because she texted a friend. After oral sex, she used her blue shirt to wipe semen from her face and save it, she said. The blue shirt was taken into custody, into evidence, and it was tested, and there was evidence that the semen on it was R. Kelly's semen, but because they couldn't for sure state how it got there, they decided, it was refuted in her testimony. So she did a Monica Lewinsky. Kelly's former assistant and tour manager, Demetrius Smith, testified under subpoena. So both Smith and the doctor did not testify willingly. And Smith was also granted immunity from prosecution that he helped facilitate Kelly's illegal 1994 marriage to the late singer Aaliyah, who was 15 at the time. Another uncharged witness who testified during the trial's third week without using her real name told the jury she was 27 when she met Kelly through a mutual friend in 2001. Wow, she was an adult. She was older than his regular girls. She said when they began having sex, she told him she was worried about STDs, including AIDS. When she asked him to use protection, he just said no. She testified that she eventually caught herpes from him, and she was eventually paid $200,000 to settle the lawsuit she brought forth, accusing him of giving her said herpes without disclosing that he had it. Another person, Anthony Navarro, who worked for Kelly between 2007 and 2009 as an alleged runner, described Kelly's home as a strange place. He also testified under subpoena that Kelly's girls and girlfriends had to get permission for most things under Rob's rules. So remember, Kelly's name is Robert Kelly. Tom Arnold, another employee of Kelly's between 2003 and 2011, said one of his duties was to hand out small pieces of paper with Kelly's phone number to women in malls or at parties. Arnold also said Kelly would fine employees by docking their pay for infractions like failing to get the singer lunch, sleeping through a call, or buying a sweatband for a female guest. He said he was once fined for not getting a female tour guide for Kelly at Disney World. Kelly also apparently had a habit of driving to the Chicago high schools around recess time so the girls can get to know him. Ah, boy.